Friends too.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Sorry we were gone last week. I hope you didn't miss us too much, but here we are this week, back at you.
Yeah, buddy. Looks like we've got a caller right on time.
Perfect timing. That's what we like to have here. Like a show that has perfect timing. That's what we're all about.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, that's what we're all about.
Absolutely. Nothing but precision comes out of us.
Hey, what's going on? You
Sorry.
All right. Yeah. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you now. We're all good.
I think I'm screaming. Am I screaming? I'm kind of screaming.
Well, you're the screaming demon, bro.
I need to stop screaming. What's going on?
Maybe we all need to start screaming. Maybe that's
there we go. Metal. So what's going on, man?
Not much. And I mean, everything's just been exciting. We just got this song out. We just and we did a sold out show to celebrate, and it's just been a couple days since then, so we're all just rewinding and getting back in our grooves.
Before we get too far, I'm John. I'm in Topeka, Kansas.
I'm Randy.
Nice to meet you, John.
I'm in Oklahoma City.
Nice to meet you, Randy. And I'm Aiden. I'm from Irvine, California.
Nice.
Huh?
Yeah. All right, now let's get back to the show you guys just had with your new single being released.
Right.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, it was fun. It was tons of fun. We opened. Well, we didn't open. We headlined the show, but next to us, like in the room next to us, because we were at the House of Blues, and there's 3 rooms in the House of Blues out in Anaheim, and in the room next to us was Steel Panther, and they're all playing, and so we're all backstage, and all the backstages are connected. And so every once in a while, we'll just see, like a guy in tights and a giant wig just walk right by us, and I'm like, I couldn't tell if they were if that was like the Steel Panther members, or if those were the fans that bought the backstage access and that were walking around backstage, But it was fun. We had a huge crowd. It was a blast. It was a lot of adrenaline. We had all of our friends kind of playing with us, and it was exciting.
That's killer. Steel Panther's actually going to be here in Oklahoma City real soon, and my wife was like,
"Oh wow!"
My wife's like, "They're going to have an after party after the concert at the strip club." I'm like, "Of course they are."
I mean,
that sounds like Steel Panther.
It makes sense.
That sounds about right.
That's how they're going to get their 17 girls in a row.
I know, right? That's not at all surprising to me. I'm not sure why your wife was so surprised. She was so shocked.
Oh man, those guys are hilarious. They put on a really good show. I mean, and you got to know how to take them. I mean, if you're they're really good musicians. I mean, extremely good musicians. But if you're just like, I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. It's tongue in cheek. Come on. They're kind of making fun of the whole, but they're not.
They're the comedy kings of metal.
Exactly. It was funny. We were walking by, and one of the rooms to the main room where they were playing was wide open. As I'm walking by, I take a peek, and there's just like 4 sex dolls and a dildo, just or a giant inflatable penis, just kind of sitting there. I'm
Just
like,
props.
wow, this is definitely going to be a fun show. I'm like, wait, maybe we should borrow that for our set.
I was thinking it was his mic stand.
Dude, I don't even know what he used it for. I mean, it's like with Rammstein. I don't know if you guys have seen Rammstein's penis bit, where they have like a cannon shooting out like soapy water or something like that, and it's just a giant penis, and it's a scene. I'm not sure what it is with all the metal guys, but everybody seems to be enjoying phallic images on their stage nowadays.
Oh my gosh. Maybe they're making up for something. I don't know. Who knows?
I mean,
Who knows?
never know. You never know.
So, Aiden, let's talk about your band a little bit, and let's talk about like the history of you guys and how you guys got together.
Strip club. No, I'm kidding.
Strip club, right?
No,
interesting topic to walk in on.
We all met online. Oh yeah, welcome.
Dang, okay, I like this already.
You're like, okay,
this is Ashton.
It's okay. We were just talking about Steel Panther and penises. You didn't miss much.
Okay, yeah, I mean, they go together.
They apparently, I just found that out.
Right.
But no, so we met online actually. The band and I met through a website called Bandmix, and it's like Tinder for artists, for like musicians.
Interesting.
So you throw yourself out there, you throw your band out there, and then you get rejected by all the other people who don't want, and
swipe left, swipe right,
and then you find a group, and that's what we did. We all found each other. We met up at a rehearsal place in Santa Ana, and we were excited, and we kept going, and as we went along, we got the opportunity to meet a lot of really awesome people who all wanted to kind of help us out, and now we're here, and now we've got this song out, and we're excited, and we're very relieved because the song is almost a new direction for us comparatively, and we're very happy to see because the song's just gotten so much good, great positive feedback. So we're like, fuck yes, like we're stoked, and that's been our high recently is writing
that's
on
killer. That's killer
on that song. But yeah, I mean that's the story of the band in a nutshell.
So how long has it been since you guys swiped right on each other? Like, when did you guys get together?
It's been about 4 years.
Right on.
Our drummer is the romantic. He knows the date, but after
none of flowers show up on your doorstep and shit every year.
Every year.
It's that time again.
It's like, oh, I should have remembered that.
Like,
wow, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, no, and then I'll be like, hey, I can't hang out, man. Why? Oh, it's today's our anniversary, and my drummer's gonna be really pissed if I don't show up.
It's terrible.
He's probably made dinner plans or something. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I got to be ready.
Their anniversary date's actually today, and everybody else is hanging out with him.
Oh, of course. He's out there getting publicity, though. So I mean...
That's hilarious. That's
No,
hilarious.
if it was today, we'd all be in a room together, and you'd see us all. But
with the flowers behind them.
Yep.
I know you'd see a whole wall of flowers. Happy anniversary! Oh my God! What are you guys dating someone? Well, funny story.
I mean, we probably see each other more than our spouses.
Yeah. That's the same.
Right.
We do see each other more than all of our girlfriends, probably combined, actually.
Right.
So, how do you guys go about writing songs?
So, it's been different over the years. we started just by going, oh, that's a cool idea. Oh, that's another cool idea. Let's just mash them together and see what happens. And that quickly does not work.
One's playing this song, another's playing another.
That quickly did not work for us. And so we started with like simple ideas and building off of the ideas more so everybody gets to throw one thing in there and we get to choose out of that, and then we would just kind of go with that and build rather than take things that we've already done and try and shove it in there. And that worked for us for a while, and we were excited about that. Then recently we got into a bit of a lull where we just like over the summer we weren't writing anything, and we were like, oh, why are we not writing anything? And it was just we were all so tired and drained, and three of us had just graduated, and so we wanted to rest, and so for a while we didn't write. And as soon as we got back into it, we started doing it digitally first. So we would basically, instead of standing in the room with the whole kit and everything, we would sit down together at a table with a laptop in front of us, and everybody would go one at a time, and we would build ideas through that, and we would be able to listen to it an infinite amount of times until someone comes up with something that sounds cool, and then we can build there. And what's great about that is you don't have to play it back. You don't have to physically play it back every time you need to hear a part.
Cool.
And that does become that becomes tedious. It's like it's like we could be in practice for 2 hours, and more than half of that is trying to play back what we wrote, trying to listen to what we did. And so now, like, since we do it digitally, it's all like playback right there. And then what happens is after we've got a song done, we'll all work together on building like the sound structure of it almost. And then I'll work on vocals with one of them or just on my own, and kind of build that track. And then at the end of it, we have a song that we're all super proud of, and that sounds really good, and that we're ready to take to a producer and go, okay, let's work on it. And that's just how we're doing it now. And I think for me it's more efficient. For the other guys it's more efficient. And it's definitely not as loud. Our ears really love us now. And once we got to a point where we couldn't all stand in practice and play together without earplugs in, we were like, okay, let's start taking it down a little bit.
I like that approach. I mean, the music industry and the way things happen have changed so much, and it's good to see that you're kind of going with what's in front of you, and this is what I have to work with. This is the most efficient way to do it. Just like you said, you could be in a room playing the lead guitar player playing the same freaking thing over and over and over again. After about 30 minutes, he's lost all his passion.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
He's just sick of it. And then he's just kind of going through the motions of it, and the soul is just gone from it. That's what I see it.
He's gonna hate the song before it even comes out.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
And, I mean, that's usually how it goes for a while. Is you'll finish tracking the song, and then you're like, I never want to hear this song again until it comes out. And then once it comes out, it's like it's a big deal. No, like we actually started getting to a point before where, like, for example, our lead guitarist would come up with a thing and everybody doesn't like it, and then we'd be like, hey, and he's like, why don't you like it? Here. And he would play it, and he wouldn't hear it the same way because he's in the middle of playing it. Yeah. He wouldn't hear it the same way as everybody else because he's in the middle of playing it. He's not focusing on how the part sounds. He just thinks, oh, this is a cool part, and this works with the thing technically, so let's use it. And now being able to play it and take a step back and listen to it without having to focus on tracking it, or without having to focus on making it sound perfect, without having to focus so hard on it, it opened all of our minds up to kind of
that makes a whole lot of sense. It really does. I mean,
it makes a difference. It makes a difference, and we're super lucky to be able to do that. Be able to have a computer there that we can all work on, and that we can all put our ideas into and write songs in. It makes a really big difference.
Absolutely.
Randy, I think you should probably get a little clip of a song going.
Well, I was thinking the same thing, but I don't have your newest release. I have.
It's on Spotify if you want to pick it up real quick.
Well,
Pull it up.
I have the start video.
Ooh. I would say let's play the new release.
Okay.
Just because it's, you know.
I was like, is it on YouTube? I was like, I can't find it on YouTube anywhere.
It should be on YouTube now. It just doesn't have a video yet. We're right now we're putting together a lyric video that we're super stoked about, and we're gonna release that in a couple weeks.
Right on.
So I guess while he finds that, I'm gonna steal a question from him actually. So how do you guys know when a song is done? Like, when do you cut it and it's like, all right, send it, that's a song?
So that's a complicated question. That's a very
I had a
complicated
feeling.
question. The first thing we do, because usually we don't finish a song in one practice no matter what. Because there's just so many things that we want to tweak while we're in the middle of it, and while we want to, like, there's so many parts to a song. But usually when we've got like a full structure, like an intro, verse, and chorus, we'll start matching that to other songs that exist and making sure that nothing's plagiarized or sounds similar or sounds the same. That's like our first step into kind of finishing it. And then once we've got all the parts done, it's really a matter of what makes the song sound too busy, what makes the song sound not busy enough, and what is just right. And that doesn't take very long, but you know, that comes in with, like, we use synths and we use, you know, extra guitar parts that we really wouldn't play on stage, and different vocal like harmonies that we try out, and just making sure that it sounds cohesive. And if a song's just too messy and there's too much going on, you can't focus on the hooks, which are the parts that we want you to focus on, because those are the parts that we want you to remember and kind of sing back in the shower. And if you focus outside of that and focus on like a synth part that's like moving like this, it's not going to work the same. So that's our next kind of big thing. And then usually before we decide what to release, we take it to our producer, Trevor Lukather, who's an amazing guy. He kind of helps us write some things. He helps us he produces some things for us, and he's just been amazing. He did Bully and a couple of other songs that we're planning on releasing next. And Trev kind of just, he does a thing that makes it sound like magic. You know, it's like I can't tell you what he does.
It just
we've been
works.
here for an hour trying to figure it out. But he like, I don't know, he sprinkles some dust or something on it, and just he makes it sound polished. He makes it sound real. And he when he's not helping us write parts, he turns parts that are already written into some really incredible things. And that's when we know, like, when we can all leave there and be able to hum the whole chorus back to ourselves, I think that's when we know that it's ready to go. And then we send it out to mixing, send it out to mastering, and then let go of it.
Nice.
So I say, with all that magic talk, Dad, you want to show us some of that magic?
It's Bully, correct?
Ooh.
What a beautiful segue.
Are we going straight into shrooms now? Because that's what my
all right. This is Bully.
That's a fun one.
Yeah, that's some good stuff.
Thank you so much.
That's good stuff. I don't want to play too much of it because we get popped every single week for playing just like 30 seconds of
just the small clips.
Yeah.
Right.
I get it.
Not yours.
Especially Argentina, for some reason, they love us.
Argentina nails us every time. I don't know what the hell it is.
Time.
It's like, what is this? It's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's funny. Yeah, no, I can only imagine.
Now, one of the other songs that I saw of your guys' is when I was doing some digging today. I love it.
I love it. Yeah. I love that one.
I wasn't just saying I love it. I was saying I love it because that's the name of the song as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love it.
Fair enough.
I love it. I love that one. That's yeah.
Oh.
That one's really fun. I like to say that that I love it kind of segues our kind of previous sound to our newer one, because if you listen, there's definitely a very big divide between our first song that we've released, Battleground, and Bully. Bully is much poppier, much newer, much it's got more synths, and it's got more things that just make it sound a little more modern. And I think I Love It was our first bridge into that area, and that's kind of why I like that song a lot. Why I love that song a lot. It's because it's
Right.
You can see the growth between Battleground and Bully with I Love It, and that's what I get excited about that.
Heck yeah. So you were on a was it a TV show or what was it? The No Cover thing that
was a
that
YouTube
really
show.
intrigued me. Okay.
It was a YouTube show. It was supposed to be, if I remember correctly, they talked about it being an Amazon Prime show at one point. But it ended up getting released to YouTube, and that was so much fun. I loved being on that show. What is it? We had the honor of hanging out and working with Lizzie Hale and what is it? Gavin Rosdale, Tosin Abasi, Bishop Briggs, and then Alice Cooper. Alice Cooper was a lot of fun. We got to kind of stand around and talk to him and play some music for him, which was pretty interesting alone. And then we won our first episode and made it on to, like, I think it was the semifinals. And nice. And we for that one we got to meet Alice's manager, Shep. Mm-hmm. And Shep is an awesome guy. I love Shep Gordon. He was he was super excited about learning about new bands. He was he was really excited about hanging out and just learning about all these new bands and the new kinds of music that are coming out. And we got to spend an hour with him before filming, just talking. And he told us all these fun stories about, he used to get out of bars and things like that, where it was just, we got a lot out of Shep, which was really awesome. And he was a super cool guy. And then like a month later, I see he's hanging out with Jeff Bezos, and I'm like, shit. I'm like, wow. He doesn't remember.
He doesn't remember me.
Right. Oh man, it's like, yeah, okay, I get it. I'm not that big.
Yeah. like okay, whatever. Oh, that's fine. You can hang out with you. I'm hanging out with other people too. See?
Yeah.
I need you.
Oh yeah. Well, I just had a package delivered from Amazon.
So take that. Guess what? My drummer bought me flowers. So
anniversary. Come on now.
My gosh.
That might possibly be my favorite story of how a band got together so far we've ever done.
I know, right?
That was awesome.
Totally unique. Totally unique.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of bands that can say, hey, we basically met on Tinder.
Right.
And they stay together.
And there's not a lot of bands that stay together that can say that.
Thanks to the drummer. That's awesome.
That is hilarious, actually.
Yeah, he's a super sweet guy, Shane. He's a lot of fun too.
So on 95.5, you had the song Battlefield, and you were featured on the Stay or Go, or is that, yeah, Stay or Go. How did you get hooked up with that?
So we just submitted the song. They have a website where you can just submit the song, and I'm sure they get like thousands of entries, all the time. And we just submitted the song, and one day Johnny Ice, the producer for that show, he called us and he's like, "We love the song. We're gonna feature it on Stay or Go. Here's the schedule." And then we featured it, and we got on that interview, and it's online. I think you can go back and see it, because you can just hear how like fucking nervous I was, because like 95.5 is, it's a really big rock station out here, and I grew up listening to them, and to especially like the hosts who we were talking to for that show, Heidi and Frank, and we like, it was super exciting, and we got a full kind of, everybody was like, "Oh yeah, like we love the song. It's a stay from all of us," and everybody said it, which was awesome. And then after that, we were like, "Oh yeah, like that was cool. It was good publicity. All right, let's go to NAMM," and we're headed to the NAMM show, which is this big music show that happens every year. And on our way over there, my old guitar player and I, we stopped by a McDonald's or something, right? And we're like, we're hungry, we're gonna go grab a bite to eat before we get to the show. And we go grab a bite to eat, and we sit down in the car, and there was just some weird reason why his Bluetooth wasn't working on his car, so he wasn't listening to Spotify that day. He was only listening to the radio. And we turn on the car, and the first thing, it was like out of a movie, the first thing we hear is just the next DJ after those guys go, "And the boys from this morning, this is Slaves to Humanity's song, Battleground." And we lost our shit. We were like, "What the fuck?" Because they weren't supposed to play us more than that once, It was just supposed to be that once. And then whatever, they go on with their day. They've never done that before. And I think we got played like 4 more times that night, and almost every day for the next few months. And then on and off at least once or twice a week, for like the next 2 years. And it was a big deal. Even now,
nice.
That's awesome.
I would have said, "Fuck that! Fuck this Big Mac. We need a steak, man."
I know, right?
This. What are we doing?
Right.
That's how you.
No, we went out.
That's how
we all went out that night and celebrated. It was fun. It was a big deal, and we were excited. And so after that, I mean, we've just had a really good relationship with 95.5. We talk with them all the time. They give us feedback on our songs. They play our songs on the radio.
Oh, and that's amazing.
It's cool.
Dude, fun. That's awesome. That is awesome.
That is sick.
Thank you. Yeah, it was fucking crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah,
just
remember
a
big station like that.
When you celebrate something after that, just remember you go to the strip club and you have penises.
That's right.
Exactly. Just that's all I gotta remember. Go to the strip club with Steel Panther with their massive inflatables.
Oh my gosh. So where can everybody get everything that is Slaves to Humanity? Where's the one-stop shop?
One-stop shop's gonna be our website, slavetohumanity.com. There we go.
Okay.
And from there you can get our Instagram, our TikTok, our YouTube. We're very active on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, so you can check us all out there. Obviously, Spotify is a good place to check us out.
Absolutely.
We want to boost those numbers on Bully as much as possible.
You did see I was following, right? You saw that when it was on the screen, right?
Yeah, I saw it. It was all over. You did good.
Oh yeah. Cool. Go check them out at the slavestohumanity.com. I was reading your shit.
It's already posted twice now that John copied me, so it's there twice.
I was like, what does that say?
I was typing on my phone while you were copying the link. Okay, that's how.
I've had the link copied for like 10 minutes now. I've been waiting for the question.
Thanks for the heads up.
Perks of 2 monitors right now.
Oh my gosh!
Like I said, nothing but perfection from us every time.
That's
right. I love it.
We tried.
But yes, thank you so much for joining us. And anytime you guys have anything that you want to promote, get out there. Just hit us up.
Will do.
Get with Shauna. Get whoever you need. Just hit us up on Facebook. Use the same link. We're here every Wednesday, and just slide in.
Almost every Wednesday.
Almost every weekend.
I'll be here next week.
Okay.
Deal.
We're trying to kind of go to bi-weekly, so
yeah,
we can put a little more content and get a little more push. We can push the show a little bit more throughout the week, but anytime, man, anytime you see us, just hop on and go, what's up?
Thanks so much. Yeah, I'm more than willing. You're gonna regret letting me know about that.
I bet I don't. I bet I don't.
I'm here every week with my inflatables.
Let's do it. That sounds amazing.
Oh shit.
And that's what I said to my inflatables. Let's do it. It sounds amazing.
Well played.
That was good.
Yep. I walked into that one too.
Hey,
well, thank you guys so much for having me on.
Hey, since we still have you here, Aiden,
I
want to ask one more question of you. Who are you listening to these days that inspires you to grow as a musician?
So, I got a little confession to make.
I got another.
I don't really listen to music. I know.
Wow.
I know, it's weird. It's weird. I was really into a lot of heavier music, and it was showing in our music. And after a while, I got to a point where every time I listen to music, it like I write like that, and I'm like, it's dangerous. It's dangerous.
True.
Because I just get so caught up in how much I love that music that I was a big Chris Cornell guy for a while, and for a while I sounded like I was trying to rip off Chris Cornell. So it was like, and so I don't listen to very much music, but what does keep me excited and motivated about music is seeing like guys like the Foo Fighters being able to come back after such a tremendous loss, like how they had with Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
And I've heard the new Foo Fighters stuff, and it's really good. It's really good. So if my answer to that question will have to be Foo Fighters, because I want to say that's probably the last thing I listened to.
All right,
awesome. Yeah, I totally get that. If you're listening to something, you tend to mimic it, and that's dangerous.
Yeah,
it's
super dangerous, especially in this like new world of you can listen to anything and anything and everything all at once, and it's like scary. It's scary.
Yeah. Yes.
But it's fun.
Good stuff. Well, thank you again. I really appreciate it. Everybody go check out Slaves to Humanity and go like them on Spotify.
Yes, please. Thank you guys so much for having me. I really appreciate that.
Thank you for joining us.
I had a blast. Next time we'll do this in a strip club, and everything will be
all right. There it is.
I'm ready.
All right.
You look ready. You're like, you're like, oh my God.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Dan, welcome.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
You too.
You too, man. See you later.
Everybody, we were just finishing up with Slaves to Humanity, and now we're being joined by Don't Believe in Ghosts.
Going.
What's up? How's it going? I just realized that my name is showing up as somebody else. My bad.
Oh, no. Alpha, who's had your phone?
This is my wife's computer.
Oh, gotcha.
Just gonna go ahead and embarrass myself right off the bat.
No, trust
Could be
me.
worse.
We beat you to it. We were on 30 minutes before, and we definitely embarrassed ourselves.
I like
before.
the name
Great.
Sergeant Sleaze. I like that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Uh,
That was given to me years ago by the drummer of the Glitter Boys. They're out of Mississippi.
Very cool.
Of
We're
course.
out of.
yeah. So,
All right, let's get into things. Here we are. I'm John. I'm in Topeka, Kansas.
I'm Randy. I'm in Oklahoma City.
I'm
Awesome.
Ashton. I'm also in Oklahoma City.
Nice.
Very cool.
I'm Ken, drummer for Don't Believe in Ghosts.
Yeah, I'm Dan, guitarist for Don't Believe in Ghosts. We're in New York.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Right
Dan,
on.
Yeah.
Does your drummer bring you flowers on the band's anniversary date?
I'm supposed to bring flowers?
Dude,
Flowers.
the last band we had on said that the band all met online, and he's not real sure what the date was with they actually got together, but his drummer knows the exact date, and it's celebrated like an anniversary every year. So
I love it.
And then hopefully the band
Yeah.
members all get really pissed off if somebody forgets.
Right.
We gotta look back and see what day that was.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question for you guys, and I'm going to ask it even though Steven is not here with
All right.
us. But Steven had a party or something when he was 9 years old. Do you guys know the story?
Is this the Kiss story?
See how I did that, Randy?
Damn it,
saw
John.
that. How did you?
Yes,
Can
I
you
gotta
kick
hear the
people?
story behind it.
Oh, okay. Wait. How did you know about this?
I saw a little clip tidbit. I think it was from another interview.
Yeah,
Like,
we
I
did
saw
that.
I saw it in the description, and I was like, "Well, I got to find out about this story now."
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to tell it as well as he did, but I think when he was a little kid, they put on kind of like a mock little backyard Kiss show, and I guess there was a lot of adults there in the audience, and I guess what happened at the end was, he wanted to really go out with a bang, so he took a hose and sprayed everybody, and he said he never saw people disperse, so quickly. That he's ever seen in his life. So yeah, no, it sounds like a great story. I wish I was there, but
John,
You
that
can't even
wasn't
tell
fair.
me the story. That's the first time I heard that story.
yeah, I heard it for the first time when we did that interview too.
I love that.
That's absolutely awesome. And my goal every week on our show is Kiss gets brought up. And I knew I didn't have to say a word other than ask about that story. So it worked beautifully.
Good.
See, and you fish for this one. The embarrassing thing is, usually it just pops up out of nowhere. It's like, okay, there it is.
That was your first question.
You did have to
Right.
do, you did have to do some work to get that, John. I'm kind of impressed.
I was
Right.
digging. I was researching. That's what it's all about.
Touche.
So how'd you guys get together? How'd you guys start up?
Well, the band started a little bit before I was in it, but Steve will say that it was mostly his solo project before it became a band.
Mhm.
We met because we were both in separate bands from New York who had a lot of the same fan base, but ironically we met in Florida. We played a gig at some college in Daytona Beach. And shortly thereafter, I guess my band broke up around the same time that he was starting a new project, and the timing reached out. He reached out to me as like a fill-in kind of guy because I was more of like a session musician at the time. And the rest is history. We got together, we had a great dynamic, we started writing together, and it just kind of grew from there. And then a little bit later down the road, Ken was a new addition. I don't remember. I think Ken. How did you meet Steve? Was it Craigslist or was it something else?
It was actually Craigslist. We have
That
a
is so
running
crazy.
joke. We have a running joke that it was like three guys seeking a guy on Craigslist.
I say that's close enough to the last band that found each other on Tinder.
What
wait,
was that stuff
music,
called?
music.
Misconnections or something that they used to have on Craigslist?
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw this drummer
so
the
sketchy.
other night.
Oh, good Lord.
It was totally random. I think Craigslist is extremely hit or miss, more often missed than hit.
Yeah.
And we both, they've been looking for a drummer for a while, and I've been looking for a band off and on for a while. And we started talking, and Nate is just an incredible dude. He's such a nice guy and optimistic, and just the same, like we had the same way of talking and everything. So immediately we got in the studio and jammed, and he like halfway through the first song, he's like, "Yeah, it sounds good, man. Can you learn some songs and play a show?" I was like, "Wait, I'm done." Yeah, man, it's awesome. Cool. You're good. You're good. Dan, funny enough, Dan wasn't even there for the audition because he got really sick the day of, and I was just like, "Man, this band doesn't want me at all," because guitarists can't even bother to show up.
Oh, no.
I don't even remember that. Yeah, until you said it now, I didn't remember that I wasn't there. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I just remember Steve saying that he really liked you. I guess now that you said that, I remember now.
Yeah. Well, waited this long to bring it up again because I'm hoping
because it hurts.
Wait till you have something special. I'm not showing up.
Holding that in for years, I guess.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So you guys are signed with Imagine and Warner. How's that going with you guys? Do they gosh, we don't have a lot of signed folks on there because a lot of people are doing independent right now. Are they wanting you to work up albums to put out, or are they wanting you to do singles, and how is that working?
I mean, it's pretty much, they've been great with us in the sense that they kind of leave that up to our discretion. I mean, we'll discuss it with them, but a lot of the times we don't really get much pushback. I think we basically make the decision ourselves on what we want to do. But I think what we've generally tried to do is go with the trend out right now, which is like the singles. I think that's what works best in today's world. And maybe in the future, I think when we first got with them, we released an album, and then after that, we started putting out steady singles. And we'll probably continue to do that same thing, and then eventually, at the end of releasing a certain amount of singles, we'll put them into an album with maybe a couple of tracks that we didn't previously release.
That's awesome that they're allowing you the flexibility like that. I can't remember who it was. I think it was like Bon Jovi. He's like, you have 10 years to write your first album, 6 months to write your second. He's not wrong. It's like, why isn't the second album as good? Well, I only had 6 freaking months to get it written, and I had 10 years to write the first one. It was tweaked, it was perfect, it was everything. So that's really cool that they're allowing you to go out on your own and just do it at your pace. And
and I mean, a lot of the time we screen kind of like what we feel like is the good song. We'll show them a couple of songs, but at the end of the day, they usually so far it seems like they've just agreed with us, on what our opinion is of what we think the next single should be and things like that. So it's worked nicely so far.
Really cool. Yeah, that was something I was kind of wondering about it, because I know years ago the big thing was once you have an album out, you tour on it, and you better be ready to write another one within the next year.
Yeah, for us it's weird because I mean we have like dozens, if not hundreds, like of songs like just in the back catalog that some of them make it to being released, and other ones that just sit there forever. But I just feel like we have enough material to sit on that we're not like stressed out. We're not scrambling to write new stuff. Like, oh, we got to come up with something new. It's like, well, let's look at all these other ones that we didn't do anything with.
Right.
And then even when we think that we have a lot, we'll write another one and we'll say, oh, well, this one's now better than the one that we thought was the best one. So the idea is just to keep writing. That's my 2 cents for anybody who's trying to do this.
So when you go back and look at old songs, like you're saying there, if you have some that you're like, oh, let's revisit, has there ever been some that you're like, crap, why didn't we release that? Let's do it right now. Like, it has to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes if it was written long ago, we'll kind of want to revamp it, and we'll say, we've this is a good song, but we've kind of evolved since then. So we want to kind of evolve the song in a way that kind of fits what we've been
Right.
doing with the music, currently.
Yeah, I mean, we're like, I guess, kind of like true creatives in that every single time we finish a song, we think it's perfect. Like the next day, we're like, oh, I wish I'd done this different. I wish I'd done that different. And we have so many songs that we just don't release. We haven't gotten there yet. Like we're like, this is the song that we really, really love. This is the best song we've ever written. And then like we're ready to release. Like, oh, you know what? I think this is the best song we've ever written. We go back and forth all the time. I think one of the different things about how everything's gone, like from a process standpoint, though, is the fact that like we released our album and it was like COVID, like we couldn't really go out and support that right away, and we were building a lot of momentum right before like the deepest part of COVID hit. So it was a little bit different there. We couldn't really go and support that and like on tours and stuff like that at the time.
Right on. So you guys have a score on the soundtrack to The Heart of St. Francis. Can you tell me a little bit about that TV show and kind of involved in that TV show, are you not?
Yeah, well, we got involved because our singer Stephen Nathan, he actually directed it. So, and he did the videography and everything and the editing. Yeah, it's on a streaming service called Metaflix, and from what I understand, it's designed, I guess, for people to watch it and to look at a variety of different doctors who specialize in different things, and they're able to kind of choose their doctor based on what they watch or if they like what they see. And I thought it was a great documentary. It's about St. Francis in New York City, and yeah, we have our song. What song is it? Is it "Put Your Head Back"? I think "Put Your Head Back" isn't it? Well, we probably have a couple of different songs, maybe a couple of different tracks in there.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was great. We went to the premiere and everything, and it was a good time.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
Sounds awesome.
And you've been featured on Ink Masters as well. So I mean, just that's amazing, John.
That's one of the things that just kind of popped up. Sometimes you just look at. I guess you'll look at your performing rights organization, either ASCAP or BMI. You'll see something pop up. I don't know if it's like this for everybody, but it's like sometimes you'll just see kind of the summary of what happened for the month, and all of a sudden you'll be like, oh, whoa, I was on this show and I didn't even know.
Oh, cool. Wow.
Like, do you know what season that they used your song on?
I don't know. I'll have to check on that. I'm sure that information's somewhere, but I'd have to
John,
check.
if you found the Kiss interview part,
I will find out what season. I will find it. I will find it. But I've watched most of that show like over the years, and I was like, hey, that's awesome. I was like, I probably heard it and I never even knew because I wasn't paying attention to the music while I was, and now I'm gonna start doing that while I watch shows.
Right.
Yeah. I'm like, how do we start listening to music that's playing? Speaking of the music that's playing, I'll bet Randy has a clip of a song of your guys's to play a little short 30-second clip of.
I might have something. How about Always Right? All right. So Don't Believe in Ghosts, Always Right. Oh, play. There it is.
Oh, you're changing your life. Guess you didn't give it all up yet. Wonder how they even scared you now. Oh, you're taking your time. We've been waiting here for our whole lives. I bet this really scares you now. Maybe we'll never know. It's been a long time. We could use a nice surprise. It's funny how the karma flows back upstream to where you flow. Could it be the way I'm always right? It's funny how the bad times know to come around each time you show. Could it be the way I'm always right? Now I'm gonna try not to.
All right. I don't want to play too much of it because we're gonna get dinged on it, but that's awesome. You guys look like you have a lot of fun, man. That's what I got out of it. And the beginning of this isn't actually the beginning of that song. Oh, I'm still on, but there we go.
I was about to say, change it back over.
Sorry.
And
That's
we
not
definitely-
actually the beginning of the song. You know, I see drumsticks through the drum heads and stuff like that. Right.
Oh,
before.
right. Yeah, the beginning of the video. It's just the video has a little bit of an intro. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was the most fun we probably had shooting it. I guess because we feel like by this point we're kind of a little more comfortable on camera, and we kind of have settled in to I guess expressing our own personalities. So I feel like our personalities in this video kind of shine through a little bit more than
Which what Dan is saying is we're okay with being embarrassed.
That's always the best thing, though.
Cut off the video right when he smears his own face with a hamburger.
Yeah, it did. It looked like a lot of fun. Yeah, I did stop it right there. I see it he's holding him up like that. That's good stuff. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Let's talk about We Crashed as that's another TV series or TV show that you guys are on.
That was probably the biggest one. I'll let Ken take this one.
Yeah, that was a real highlight for the year. We went and did that over the summer. I think it was like a year and a half ago. It took him a while to edit it, but we were invited to be on the actual show. Like our song was on the soundtrack, but we were actually in the show as well.
Oh shit.
I want to know the episode. It's episode 3 during the festival.
There you go, John.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So they brought us out and they set up an entire stage and everything, and we were all just playing up there, fake playing because it was also during COVID again, which was
Right.
crazy. It was an awesome experience. It was fun to see how fake filming actually is. It was really cool to meet people and see the production and see it out on TV, which was awesome.
That's really cool, and you can see that on Apple TV Plus.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's called We Crashed. So they're featured on there as well, and actually get a little cameo. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Episode 3, send it.
Yeah.
I think you'll get in trouble if you stream that one.
Probably. Yeah, you're probably right.
Oh, yeah. Immediate, just stream down, done.
Oh my gosh.
I'm kind of blank right now
I
because
am.
all of my questions that I had wrote down, Randy has been asking them. Like I'm checking them off as he goes through. I'm like, oh, he covered it. Oh, he covered it. Oh, I'm really glad I got the Kiss story out early so that I had something to bring to the table here.
We could talk a little bit about some of our upcoming stuff if that's
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
actually about to say, like, what's your guys'
that's
near
what-
future look like?
Yeah.
Like tours and next album, what's up?
We're going to be doing a little bit of traveling this year. If I'm forgetting some of the places, but we're going to DC, Boston. We're going to Cleveland, Chicago. We're planning some more things in Nashville, possibly LA too. And then we're planning on actually within the next month going into a studio to do a bunch of live performance recordings of some stuff that we haven't released yet that we'll probably release around the time of some new single releases, and other songs that that we already released, but we never put out like a live recorded version of it before.
Have you
Was I
guys
missing
ever
anything,
looked
Ken,
into
or
doing
was I,
like acoustics? Just like acoustic songs?
No. We're planning on playing like full on live set, with recording of that.
Okay.
We really wanted to give people a sense of what it's like to see our live performances. Since our videos are, they're really produced, so you've got like all the acting and all that stuff, but we really want to give people a sense of what it's like to see a live show so that they can get really excited for coming to the shows.
Yeah, that's
Really
gonna
cool.
actually be really awesome. How much, just a rough estimate, how many songs do you guys have in the chamber, kind of like
Oh God.
working on sending out?
What's the threshold for percentage of completion? Because if you're talking about 50%, you're talking about 100.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if I could give you a rough estimate of the next several months, I guess it would be between, like, we keep going back and forth between, are we releasing this song this month or this song, and then we say, oh wait, we forgot about that one. What about that? When are we going to release that one? So I think, I don't know, what I can think of on my mind right now is like we have maybe six solid songs that we know we definitely want to release. It's just a matter of which one's coming first.
So is that
That
ever
makes
like
sense.
a debate within the band of like, no, I want this one to come out. No, I want this one to come out.
Oh yeah.
You guys have that going on a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, we follow into all of our stereotypical roles. I mean, the bassist is like, I want this song. It's like, yeah, because there's a lot of bass in that song. It's like, I want this
Yeah.
song. The drums are fun. And Dan solos in every song, so it doesn't really matter.
Play rock, paper, scissors. Whoever wins gets their song released that month.
We do try to plot it out based on, like what's going on, what's popular right now, how it fits into like our story and everything.
Mhm.
There's
Really
some
big
vibes
one,
that kind of fit good into summer, to things
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
That
So
makes sense.
how does the song releases jive with when you guys are wanting to go do a couple of shows and tours maybe in the spring and all that good stuff? Are you trying to get those out there as quick as possible so you can actually kind of tour on those and everybody will kind of like, I know this song, that
Yeah,
type of
definitely.
thing?
Yeah, so our next release, Makes No Difference, is coming out hopefully, well, ideally right before we go on our little tour towards like DC and Philly and everything. And then we'll have that ready. And probably by the time we go out west, we'll have another single or two out as well. We kind of, like Dan was saying before, we have the freedom to do the releases and everything how we'd like to in terms of timetable. So, we're writing as fast as we can, but we really, really care about the quality of the songs that we release, and they have to fit a narrative that, fits where the band's trying to go. So that's
awesome.
probably most important to us. It's very, very
awesome.
important for us. Yeah.
So is the tour a type of package deal, or are you guys going out on your own, or how is that going to be bundled?
So far, I think what we have lined up is mostly on our own. But for some of these shows, I think we're still working on getting the bill together for other bands. So we're not
Okay.
100% sure yet. But mainly we're kind of taking initiative with our own booking agent to put on our own shows.
Gotcha. So you're not jumping on with somebody else
Not
after
yet,
it's
but
already been.
things during the year might pop up that that we don't have planned just yet. But we're trying to also look at festivals and things like that. So
Yeah.
that's where we really want to be.
Right on. Right on. So,
So
where
I
oh, sorry, Ashton. Go.
Oh, sorry.
Nope. Go.
I was just gonna ask. So, whenever you guys say, "Hey, I'm in a band," what's your guys' like go-to song? Like, "Hey, this is my band." What song do you guys show people?
It's a good question. I would say Put Your Head Back. That one's my favorite for sure.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably say that too. Sometimes I do Living Like This because I really like that one too. But what we like that what we hear from other people too, which I think is a good thing, is sometimes I feel like it's a different thing for like you could talk to 6 different people and they might say a different song. So I think I like that. I think that might be a good thing, that everyone kind of has a little bit of a different opinion. But I guess the ones that maybe Ken and I chose might be the obvious ones.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. All right, you can continue with your question. Sorry, I cut you off.
I wasn't. I just wanted to make sure we got out there. Where can everybody find your stuff, and how can they find you?
Yeah, definitely. You can find us on all streaming services, obviously, and don'tbelievinghosts.com. I think that's probably the best place to go if you want, anything. You can listen to music, you can see all of our music videos, you can get some merch, see our tours or upcoming shows. Dan, did I forget anything?
No, I mean, if you go to don'tbelievinghosts.com, you'll get, it's like a one-stop shop for everything. But
Yeah.
Instagram is just @ Don't Believe in Ghosts, and same thing. I think for Facebook, but yeah, if you don't know, just Google or don'tbelievinghosts.com is good.
Should we give him Nate's personal number?
What's that?
Should you give him Nate's personal cell phone number?
Yeah, do that. Just because he can't do it today, we'll do him the favor.
Blow it up now.
That's awesome. Well, thank you guys so very, very much. And I can't wait to see what you guys have on the rest of the year, man. This is amazing. The year's just begun. 2023 is going to be the year for you.
Thank you.
I think you guys are just going to blow it up because you guys, you're too fun, man. I love it. I love it.
Thank
you so much for having us. This is really great.
Anytime you guys want to come back, we're always here. Like, Randy's got a contact for your publicist or your promoter, whoever it was that picked this all up. So
We can play 30 seconds at a time of our clips until we get through an entire video.
Absolutely. There you go.
Let's do it.
Oh man, I love it. I love it. Yeah, if you guys have another release, your next single out, just say, hey, mind if we pop on? Pop
Sure.
on, man.
Absolutely.
And let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, man. Because once you're on here, you're our family, man.
Thank you so much
Oh,
for
yeah.
having us. This is a lot of fun.
This was fun.
I appreciate
thanks,
you
guys.
guys. Have a great
Thank
evening.
y'all.
See ya.
Bye.
all right, everybody. That was Dan and Ken from Don't Believe in Ghosts. I had so much fun with them, and
I know, right?
both of our guests tonight, they met through websites, basically match sites.
I would think Tinder is probably better than Craigslist. Craigslist is a little sketch, but
right,
it
absolutely.
worked, so can't be
But it
that
worked
bad.
out. I have some admin notes to throw out.
Okay.
I had to say admin notes because I didn't know really how to say this. Yeah, I have a whole list of stuff that I wanted to make sure we had things to chat about tonight. Rockin' Pod, we just talked to them.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
2 weeks in Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 2 weeks away right now.
Mhm.
Heaven's Edge has a brand new single out.
Saw that.
Had Enough. It's out on YouTube. The new album comes out May 12th. If you haven't went and watched the video yet, it's out there.
I need to because I really
Yes,
I
you did.
really want to see how they sound. I really do. I'm really interested.
Extreme has a new single out called Rise.
Oh,
Does it have Nuno as a part of it though?
Yes, it does. They will have a new album called Extreme 6 coming out in the near future.
Oh, I love that.
Let me see if I wrote that down. I don't have a date on that. Sorry for that. I do not have a date on that one. Lillian X has a new video out
oh,
called Feelings of Absence. I just caught that today. I didn't get
Damn.
a chance to see the video yet, but there is a
Damn.
new video.
you didn't tell me I needed to be writing shit.
Right,
I'll
just
take-
etc. stuff.
Right? These are all those things that I was like, oh, I was just scrolling today after I was doing research, and I was like, well, I should write that down. I should write that down. I was like, holy crap, how is all these popping up in my newsfeed right now? LA Guns.
Oh yeah.
April 14th, Black Diamonds, new album. They do have a song out there right now. I don't know if the full video is out. I think it might be, but I saw like a teaser clip of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I loved it. It was just like, this is what I need in my life. Like this LA Guns album is probably just going to make me happy, but I love them. So, I mean, it's LA Guns.
Right.
That's what
Right.
it is.
Yes. Yes. Man, you just got me all excited. I mean,
I want you to be excited. I want the
Lillian
world to
X
be
and
excited because
Heaven's
think about
Edge.
all these bands that I've just listed off. Let's talk about this. Heaven's Edge, Extreme, Lillian X, LA Guns, all of them with new music coming out. What year is this? Come on.
I know, right?
I'm stoked.
Sounds like we need to have a music festival. That
Right.
might cater to something like that. But
Yeah, absolutely. And the other last thing is I know Tom Kiefer has a tour coming out with
Mhm.
Winger and somebody else in support. And
I did see
apologize.
that. I did see that.
Apologize to whoever else was on support because I know it was Winger was the other one. I don't recall seeing a date close to me, so that's why I stopped reading and got sad for a little bit. But that's the way it goes sometimes.
Awesome.
I mean, I have some random knowledge like that too.
Bring it.
What?
So it's not new, but it's newer, but it's not really like rock kind of. But Linkin Park just put out
yeah.
a new song, Lost, that has Chester Bennington in it, and it's one of the songs from Meteora that was kind of like we could put it out, but they said that the song Numb sounded too similar to it. So they kind of scrapped Lost to put Numb on that album instead. But they just released Lost a couple weeks ago. And Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll's coming to Oklahoma, at least. That's all I know about is Oklahoma twice this year.
Oh, I didn't know it was twice.
Yes, he actually very, very recently revealed that he's coming to Durant late June. Durant, Oklahoma.
Kevin Durant?
Spelled the same, but we don't associate those two names together in Oklahoma anymore. It's just Durant now.
Okay, got it.
And then he's coming to the Oklahoma City September 19th. I remember that because it's one day after my birthday.
Oh, speaking of birthdays, that's one I didn't even bring up. Guns N' Roses is touring.
Yeah,
wow.
I did see that. I didn't get real excited. Like Heaven's
I'll be
Edge
going to see them the day before my birthday this year.
Oh,
Okay, that's awesome.
I'm like, how did I forget this one?
Does it have Chunky Axel singing?
I don't think we should fat shame.
I said Chunky. He's still got an amazing voice. He's just not 70s and 80s Axel anymore.
I understand that. I get it. And I don't know. I just hope he shows up on time, and I'm excited to see them again for the first. I figured it up the other day. I think it'll be like 30. I'll do the math again on it, because it's like this one's like the day before my birthday, and the last time I saw him was September 17th, 1992, which was a week before my birthday. So it's gonna be like 29 years and 6 days ago was the last time I saw them, or something like that.
Good Lord.
how funny.
Definitely been a minute.
So I'm a little excited to actually go see them again, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
I want a running wager on from on time to 10 minutes late. I want to get in on the wager on. I throw some money into the ring and say, okay, he's gonna be at least 5 minutes late.
Did you say in the ring? Get in the ring. Oh, well played. Nice.
Wow. That's hilarious. All right, gentlemen. That's a really good show.
That was, you know what the best part about tonight was? I said everything is perfect timing all the time. Well, tonight it was. Like, our guests were right on.
Yeah.
Like, boom, boom. That never happens. It was amazing. And I want to thank both bands again.
I was late.
Slaves to Humanity and Don't Believe in Ghosts. Go check out their stuff. Go like their pages. Hey, if you enjoyed it, go like our page. Like, share our stuff so people know when we're on. Give it a shot. We're fun.
When things tend to work right, it gets even better.
Absolutely. All right, guys. That's all my worthless information I have. Keep banging.
We bang your ugly friends too.